guys, how are you doing? Are you fine? I hope so. Let's go to our June 2nd class. On this text, did you read it? I hope so. On this text, we will learn more about Graham Bell and Thomas Watson, right? How they discovered by accident the sound transmission, which nowadays would be one of the most important innovations that are used like every day today, like on telephones, right? And it also explains some procedures that guided them to obtain this result in transmitting sounds, okay? On the text, we will have a lot of verbs, such as verbs to work, to make, to open, to be, to teach, to discover, to improve, to send, to try, and to produce. Now, we're going to talk about home practice. The home practice exercise starts on page 1392, going all the way to 1395. On the first exercise, juniors, seniors, and masters, they had to transform the affirmative sentences into negative and interrogative sentences. So number 1, the sentence is, he continued his research and experiments in sound. Negative sentence, he didn't continue his research and experiments in sound. Interrogative sentence, did he continue his research and experiments in sound? For number 2, Watson discovered the way to transmit sound over a wire. Negative sentence, I can say, Watson didn't discover a way to transmit sound over a wire. Interrogative sentence, did Watson discover a way to transmit sound over a wire? Number 3, Bell envisioned a time when multiple messages could be transmitted simultaneously. Negative, Bell didn't envision a time when multiple messages could be transmitted simultaneously. Interrogative, did Bell envision a time when multiple messages could be transmitted simultaneously? Number 4, Watson tried to free the reed. Negative form, Watson didn't try to free the reed. Interrogative, did Watson try to free a reed? Number 5, he inadvertently plucked the reed. Negative, he didn't inadvertently pluck the reed. Interrogative, did he inadvertently pluck the reed? Number 6, this produced a twang. Negative, actually, this didn't produce a twang. Interrogative, did this produce a twang? And number 7, Bell called his assistant in the next room. Negative, Bell didn't call his assistant in the next room. Interrogative, did Bell call his assistant in the next room? Alright, so number 8, Bell applied for a patent for his improvements in telegraphy. Negative, Bell didn't apply for a patent for his improvements in telegraphy. Interrogative, did Bell apply for a patent for his improvements in telegraphy? Number 9, Elisha Gray also designed a device that could transmit speech electrically. Negative sentence, Elisha Gray didn't design a device that could transmit speech digitally. Interrogative, did Elisha Gray design a device that could transmit speech digitally? Alright. Number 10, the United States Congress declared that honor should go to Italian immigrant Antonio Meucci. Negative, the United States Congress didn't declare that honor should go to Italian immigrant Antonio Meucci. Interrogative, did the United States Congress declare that honor should go to Italian immigrant Antonio Meucci? Okay. Afterwards, seniors and masters had some questions to answer about the text. Senior, letter A. What happened in 1875? Alexander Graham Bell and Thomas Watson made an important discovery by accident. Letter B. What did Bell do at Boston University? He continued his research and experiments in sound while teaching vocal physiology and speech at Boston University. Afterwards, masters. Letter A. What happened in 1872? Bell had opened the School of Vocal Physiology and Mechanics of Speech for deaf students in Boston in 1872, where Helen Keller was one of his most famous students. Letter B. According to the text, what was the telegraph? It's a machine that several notes could be sent along the same wire at the same time if each note or message was transmitted at a different pitch. And letter C. What led Bell to change his focus from improving the telegraph to figuring out a way to realize the potential for voice transmissions? Watson tried to free a reed that had been too tightly wound around the pole of its electromagnet. He inadvertently plucked the reed, which produced a twang that Bell heard on a second device in another room. Alright? So let's go to our review. On this class, we're gonna talk about simple past. And what is simple past? Simple past is used to mention actions that are concluded in a specific moment in the past. To write affirmative sentences, we'll have the following structure: subject, the verb in the past, and a complement. For example, he was a scientist in high school, or he tried to develop a new product last year, or his teacher taught many interesting experiments in 2001. For negative sentences, we're going to follow the structure of subject, did not, verb in base form, and complement. For example, she didn't discover or she did not discover anything new yesterday. Or we didn't or we did not make our best in that project when we were kids. For verb to be, we're going to have a different structure in negative sentences. We're going to use the subject, the verb to be in the past, not, and a complement. For example, they were not into innovations last month. Alright? And now for interrogative sentences, we're going to have did, subject, verb in base form, and a complement. For example, did you produce a good advertisement to attract investors 3 months ago? Or did you send that research to the responsible last weekend? Alright? And as negative form, interrogative sentences with the verb to be will follow a different structure. We will have the verb to be in the past, subject, and complement. For example, were you addicted to discovering things in high school? Okay? So guys, if you still have any problems, you can talk to your teachers now on your live class. Afterwards, do your class practice, and also don't forget to like our video, leave your comments, and subscribe to our channel so you will not miss any of our new videos. Okay guys, so thank you so much, have an awesome day, and see you next class. Bye bye!